Hello there, welcome back to Grandma Ray Don't Play, and I'm Rachel. So I'm still on my series where I'm making you 7 meals for $50. 7 meals for $50. So the first meal I made you so that you can follow up and watch all the videos is Brett's sausage with rice and spinach. The second meal I made you was beef stew over rice. Today I'm making you fried barbecue pork chops with mashed potatoes and broccoli. So now that I have caught you up, let me show you what we're going to work with today. Okay? Alright, let's do it. Okay, so I have here some white potatoes. I already used some out to make the beef stew. Okay, so I took 4 of them out of the bag because we're going to make mashed potatoes, and this is for a family of 4. So if you used to bake the potatoes, you would bake 1 potato each for each person. So I have 4 potatoes. Okay, this is some margarine that I bought with the $50 also that I'm going to be using. And I have some broccoli, frozen broccoli, that I'm going to be using. And I have a package of pork chops, center cut pork chops for $3.98. Okay, so let's get started on making the meal. Thank you. 1 second. Okay, this is our 4 potatoes cut up. I'm going to put some water in here and let it boil so we can make the mashed potatoes, okay? 1 second on that. Okay, that's all set. I'm going to turn the fire on that in a minute. This is the broccoli that we're going to be using. Let me show you them. This is what they look like. Okay. Alright, so let me put that in the pan. Oh, I have about, I'd say, a half a cup of water down in there. You can see very little water, right? Because I want to steam the broccoli. So I'm putting in a half a stick of margarine from my 1 pound of margarine that I bought. Remember, I'm making 7 meals for $50. So I'll put that down in there. Now we're going to put the broccoli down in there. Okay, so you can see I used 3/4 of the bag, okay? And this bag is 1 pound, so I used 3/4 of a pound. So that's what we're looking like, okay? And I'm going to steam this. That's why I'm only putting a little bit of water. So I'm going to turn my fire on. Let me turn your attention to the stove. There we go. So we have the broccoli here and the potatoes here. Okay? Okay, let's get the fire going on that. Okay, I have my oil heating up for the pork chops. It's olive oil. And I only put enough in to cover the bottom of the pan. Okay, so I'm going to cut that off for a minute because I don't want it to get too hot while I get my pork chops seasoned. So here's my pork chop. On the counter, turn your attention over here. Here's the pork chops. Now we're going to season that up. Ah, let's see what I want on there. Let's go with some honey sriracha seasoning. So this is going to be spicy. If you don't like spicy, don't put spicy on yours. Sorry, I didn't show you. Honey sriracha seasoning. Black pepper. This is going to be an awesome flavor, awesome. And then I want some, let me go with some garlic. And some Larry's season. Sorry, I didn't show you the garlic. Garlic. Larry's seasoning salt. Now remember, with the $50, it did not include any seasoning or oil that you're cooking with. I'm assuming that you already have that in your kitchen. If you don't, you're going to add that to your list and make sure that that's within your $50 budget that you're feeding a family of 4 for 7 days. So you're going to have 7 meals for 7 days. Okay, I'm just repeating the same seasoning on the other side. That's what I'm doing now. Okay, and 1 second, I gotta get my flour. Okay, I've used 2 spoons, this is a serving spoons, of flour and put it in a plastic bag, okay? So you don't waste, start measuring rather than just pouring the flour onto the meat or in a bag. Measure, okay? 2 of these was plenty. I'm going to also add some sassoon on my pork chop. So you can see the flavor is going to really, really be there. I'll turn this over, make sure I get it on both sides. Wonderful flavor. Oh, my. Okay, the other package of sassoon is going to go in the flour. Along with all the other seasonings that I used. Larry's seasoning salt, pepper, garlic, and honey sriracha. Let's give that a shake. Okay, let's put our pork chops inside the bag of flour. Okay, I'm going to shake that up. Okay, now that we're done with our seasonings over here for the pork chops. Alright, let's move forward. Wash my hands. Okay, let's get our fire going for the pork chops again. I want to check out the broccoli. Broccoli is definitely steaming. Okay, broccoli's done. I'll take that off. Let me show you the broccoli. Now I'm going to season the broccoli. I'm using some kosher salt on the broccoli, and you can't see it, so 1 second. Make sure you can see that. Give me a second. Okay, so now we're going to put our pork chops in. Our fire is definitely hot. You heard it sizzling. Okay, so now we have our pork chops in frying. Okay, let me let you see that. Okay. Alright, so now that we have the pork chops frying, let's go back over here on the broccoli. I'm sorry for moving the camera. Okay, and now we're back on the broccoli. It has steam. And now we're going to add some garlic paste. Garlic paste. About half a teaspoon. And I'll drop that. Wash that. Okay, now we're going to add some kosher salt. Black pepper. Now I'm going to mix that up. I'm breaking up the garlic paste into the hot water that we have in the bottom of the pan. Alright, let me taste one, make sure my flavor is there. I need some more salt. Okay, our broccoli is done. Let me show you that. Okay, you see very little water, right? And keep the top on that to keep that hot. Put it over here. Okay, so now we're still on the frying of the pork chops. I'm going to turn them over. Okay, so remember we still have our mashed potatoes cooking over here on the stove, and you can't see that. Let me make sure you can see that. There we go. Mashed potatoes are still cooking over here. I want to check and see if they're done. No, the potatoes are still hard. I'm going to let that cook a while, probably about 20 minutes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, let's turn the pork chops over. Okay, let's check our potatoes and see if they're soft. Not quite, but another 5 minutes. Okay, I want to get a plate. Let me give you the word of the day. Let me give you the word of the day. The word of the day is the struggle. The struggle. You struggle to make ends meet. You struggle to be better. You struggle to achieve your goals. You struggle to get your kids to understand what you're saying is what you would like for them to do. As they reject your orders and your opinions. The struggle is trying to keep your relationship together. The struggle is money and finances because it's never enough. The struggle is real. And what we have to do is learn how to manage the struggle, because the struggle's not going nowhere. It's there forever, and you can overcome everything, including the struggle, if you stay calm and manage the struggle, okay? And remember, everything is not going to be the way you think it should be. We think life should be fair. Life is not fair. Life is full of challenges that you got to go over hoops and bounds to get to the other side. The struggle. That's the word of the day. The struggle. Okay, let's check on the pork chops. Okay, let's take out our pork chops. They're done. Let me show you the pork chops. Oh boy, look at that. Will you look at that? Oh, will you just look at that? My. So good. Alright, so now the only thing we have to do is make our mashed potatoes, okay? Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to pour some of the water off the potatoes, but not all, because I'm going to use some of the water to actually make the mashed potatoes, because I didn't buy any milk. It wasn't in the $50 budget. So we're going to be making the mashed potatoes with water, margarine, a little garlic, and some seasonings. And I'm going to show you it still works. Okay? 1 second. Okay, here's our mashed potatoes. I'm going to pour half the water off, and the other half I'm saving to make the mashed potatoes with, to use it like it's milk. Okay, so I'd say I have about maybe a half a cup of water. All right, I'm gonna be mixing mashed potatoes in the Ninja. The Ninja is right here. Okay. Now I'm gonna pour them in. With the water. Watch, the water's going in. You see that? Okay, put the potatoes in. Okay, in the mashed potatoes, oops, we're gonna add okay, let's add 1/3 of this, 1/3 of this stick of margarine. 1/3. Okay. I'm saving this for my other meals. I have 4 more to cook for you. Okay, we're going to put a little garlic in here, garlic paste. Make those mashed potatoes really taste good. So you can see I have 1/4 teaspoon. Now let's go with some salt. Let's do this. I'm going to do some salt. Close your salt. And I got a surprise for you. We're going to go with some lemon pepper. Oh boy, you got to try lemon pepper. Going to make those mashed potatoes taste like lemon. Oh my goodness. So good. Okay, I'm going to put it on the Ninja now. Okay, it's locked down. Now, gotta put my top on. Okay, and now we're gonna press mix. Okay, I want to give it a stir. I also want to taste and see what I'm missing. I taste the lemon and the pepper. What I'm not tasting is salt. So we're going to add some more salt. And I would like to add a drop of water because it's pretty thick. Okay, so I'm adding, this is a 1/4 cup measure. I'm adding a half of this 1/4 cup of measure. A half. I'm going to hit mix. Okay, so I think we're good. I'm gonna come back and show you my plate when I make it, okay? And this is for a family of 4. Okay, here's our meal. We have our broccoli, our pork chops, and our lemon pepper garlic mashed potatoes for a family of 4. Alright, so let me plate up. Let me show you how I plate up, okay? So let me move this for a second so that you can really see. Okay, so now that you can see this plate, we're going to put the meat on, which is the pork chop, so you can see. I think I want the mashed potatoes first, yes. Okay, so we have the mashed potatoes. I want that pork chop sitting right in front of it. And then I'm going to carefully place this broccoli standing up. And one more. We look at that plate. Oh my goodness. Let me get a thumbnail on that one.